Yeah, fellas, I want to warn you guys about something I came across this morning on the internet, in the internet marketing world. They're going after POF now. They have all these fake profiles, these fake photos, and I guess the person selling them said you could use them on POF. I think POF goes after that kind of stuff. At least I hope they do. When someone puts up a fake profile and starts messaging guys, "Hey, come join me over here. It's easier to talk to." That's what they'll say to you. So beware of that. We've all seen this girl. Um, if you see a smoking hot chick on Plenty of Fish, and she writes you like a spammer, report it, flag it, do something. Can't let them invade these types of sites. Okay, that's one bad thing about the internet marketing world is they're coming to this type of stuff, and it's just not fair. I don't like it. It's such a dog eat dog world sometimes. And these are the photos I downloaded for my quick Megamind thing. Took me about 10 minutes to get, or 5 minutes to get the photos, and then a few minutes to put them into the little uh, PowerPoint. I was done in about 15 minutes. The thing I want to say is that the troll has brought you guys closer together as a unit. So he's actually doing me some good. So the more he irritates, the stronger you guys become as a team. Have you guys noticed that? Now it's us against him. And that's a good thing. It's a good thing for me. So hope you enjoy normal world sense of humor. Some of you guys, you might be a little bit wrapped too tight. You don't, like I told you, smart people humor is different than normal people humor. So you may not see the humor in making fun of a nerd. And many of you guys came from that, and that nerd environment. I apologize for that, but I'm trying to irritate the geek that's trolling the channel. And I realize, the whole nerd label is pretty bad. But that's the way it is in the real world. We got to accept the real world, because that's where you got to go to get your women, right? So it's real world rules. I know this is the internet, the world of the smart guys and all that, and the gamers, but guess what? Everyone else is here too. So we're bringing the real world stuff to the internet. Some of you guys got to relax and learn to see some humor, have a laugh, and call it a day. Don't stay wrapped real tight, because if that's the way you are, that's the way you're out there in the real world, being really intense. Okay? That's a turnoff to women. If you go back to the video I did on the two couples that went out dating, what was one of the categories she had? Laughter. Right? So make sure you don't allow yourself to become wrapped too tight, fellas. Okay? And I like that Sun Tzu comment there, J.A. That was good. Wish I could think that far ahead, but I like to irritate him so he keeps coming back. And I do it for fun. Every now and then I like to rip loose and have some fun. When I first started my podcast shows, there was a guy, screen name hung like a seahorse. I called him hung like a flea, and I made fun of him on every show I did. I had explosion sounds where he got blown up and stuff like that. That's normal world. If you ever listen to like a urban radio station, they do gags and stuff like that. That's how the normal people think and act. The lesser intelligent folks, let's put it like that. And that's, I keep saying, that's where I come from. I'm not calling everybody on here a mega mind, because many of you guys aren't all that smart, right? You're not this kind of a big head. But good luck to you guys. It's the weekend. Get out there and get to the clubs. You've got to get out of your house, okay? You don't want your brain growing so big you do look like this, all right? Get out of your house. Get off your computers, in other words. Get out of your house. Get off your computers. At least go to a coffee shop and sit and read and observe. At least go to the nightclub, if you can't dance, and sit and read and observe. There, you can take a book in there. Just, hey, they'll call you a nerd and all that, but whatever. Just pretend like you're reading or pretend like you're working on something. Just go and observe, though. Get a table, just post up. Though you'll find if you have a table, like one of the high stool tables, girls will come, put their stuff all over your table. They'll give you a chance to interact. So you can practice. Call it practice. That's all you have to do is say, I'm practicing. That's what I did in high school. I told you guys a story that back in the 70s, this concept of marketing came out called a shopping mall. And it was in another town from me. Now we have shopping malls everywhere. I rode the bus up there because that's where I heard a lot of girls were. And it was the one that I went to was easy to get to. And anyway, I call it practice. I said I'm not going to stress myself out. I'm going to just practice. When you're practicing, you take the pressure off yourself. So tell yourself you're just practicing. Don't make it so serious. That's one of the things that's really bad about the system that's being taught on the internet is you guys make it too serious. You got to come off the words like sarging. That just sounds angry. Like you got to force yourself to do something. When you force yourself to do something, you tend to not want to do it. You get a bad negative vibe about it. I shouldn't say everybody, but some people do. And I'm one of those types that would get a bad negative vibe about something that I'm forced to do because I don't want to do anything I don't want to do. That's the way I am. If I don't want to do something, I'm not going to do it. If I don't like something, I'm not going to do it. Okay, I'll find someone else to do it for me. Type of thing. Like, I don't like running the forum. I don't like the complexity and the attention to detail stuff. I'm not good at that. I'm a big thinker. Speaking of big heads, I'm what's called, in this one program, the creator. We're kind of wishy-washy. We get big ideas, but we never finish them. That's called the creator. And that's what I do. I knew I did that way back in high school. I read a book on how to increase your creativity. And I always had ideas coming. So I'm an idea man. I'm not a little nerd, a little detail type of person. Looking at the little small picture stuff. And that type of person cannot see above their desk. They can't see the big picture. Whereas I have trouble seeing the small picture or focusing on the small picture. And whatever type you are, those types are needed. The world needs idea people, and the world needs people to enact the ideas. The two work together. That's what I see. All right, fellas. This weekend, let's get out. Okay?